Hello guys, welcome to this video. In the political landscape of the country at the moment, we have high-level betrayal politics going on. To be particular, we have high-level betrayal politics going on, especially between the president and his deputy. The biggest question is, who is betraying who? Is Ruto betraying Gachagua, or is Gachagua betraying Ruto? So as you will see in this video, both of these political leaders are betraying each other in one way or the other. Watch the following clip.
KTN News.
Meanwhile, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua's troubles continues to escalate after the Directorate of Criminal Investigations wrote to the DPP, asking him to pursue charges against 5 of the DP's allies over the Gen Z protests 3 months ago. However, Gachagua claims that the criminal justice system is now being used for political reasons. Ironically, the DP had accused the previous regime of former President Uhuru Kenyatta of using the same tactic to fight President William Ruto's allies. KTN's senior political affairs reporter Daniel Kariuki has more.
The Directorate of Criminal Investigations, DCI, released a statement Thursday recommending that the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions, DPP, pursues 5 leaders allied to Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua after conducting thorough investigations on Gen Z's protests that rocked the country in June. Those to be pursued, if DPP Renson Ingonga agrees, are members of Parliament Benjamin Gadhiru of Embakasi Central, Embakasi North MP James Gakuya, former Nyeri Town MP Ngonjiri Wambugu, and the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua's private secretary Pius Munene. The members had earlier made claims of intimidations by DCI.
Siasa ya madharau, siasa ya kukosania heshima, siasa ya intimidation, siasa ya abduction. Tulifanya campaign tukisema it will be a thing of the past.
Hii serikali ni yetu, tulipigana tukitafuta, la hatuwezi toka nje tuiwache.
The charges they face include soliciting or inciting others to commit an offense under Section 391 of the Penal Code, conspiracy to commit a felony under Section 393, and money laundering under Section 3, 4, and 7 of the Proceeds of Crime and Anti-Money Laundering Act. The move has infuriated the DP. Gachagua has alleged a plot to use the charges against the MPs allied to him to justify his impeachment. In a statement, Gachagua alleged that the DCI had turned to criminal justice system to, and I quote, "The use of criminal justice system to manage politics is an outdated political strategy that was used in the past." Gachagua further says, "I am embarrassed that we are back to where we were. Harassment of my office staff and members of parliament perceived to be close to me has been going on for the last 2 months. Let our agencies remain professional, follow the rule of law, and keep off politics." End of quote. The DP has claimed that the scheme is to associate the MPs with violent demonstrations that took place in late June, in a futile attempt to soil his name, while claiming the DCI was well aware of factors that made Kenyans to take to the streets.
Unikubalie sasa niweze kumwalika naibu wa rais Mheshimiwa Rigathi Gachagua.
In what critics have termed as what goes round coming around, Gachagua had, during the swearing into office, accused the 4th administration of using the criminal justice system to fight Ruto's allies, promising it was a new administration, and this was far gone with the 4th administration.
Your Excellency, our President, you have told us, and we believe you, that you shall never in your presidency use the criminal justice system to manage politics. You have told us that you'll manage politics the conventional way, through persuasion and reaching out. I want to tell the people of Kenya that you are finally free.
So, which way, Gachagua? Daniel Kariuki, KTN News, Nairobi.
As the clip illustrates Gachagua was castigating certain high-level officials and blaming them for influencing Ruto in the wrong way. So let us first of all examine ways in which William Ruto is betraying the deputy president. One of those ways is that Ruto is bringing other people closer than the deputy president. Ruto is bringing the opposition. Ruto is bringing people like Kindiki and other officials more closer than the deputy president. So the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya feels isolated in the development agenda. He no longer feels being part of the development agenda anymore. So in this regard, he feels that Ruto has betrayed him because Ruto chose him and not the people that he is mostly associating with. Secondly, we see that Ruto has failed to save Gachagua's face from being put in the mud. We see Ruto silent when we get things such as motions to impeach the deputy president. Ruto could silence that motion by a simple order to the Kenya Kwanza members, to the UDA members, but Ruto is only silent on this. In this way, Ruto is not defending his political friend. He is supposed to be the one now standing firm with Gachagua because morally speaking, Gachagua stood strong with him when everyone had denied him in the 2022 electoral cycle. So these are the two main ways that Ruto is betraying the deputy president. One is that Gachagua, as we have said, is being isolated from the development agenda, and he feels to be a person with no value because he has been isolated, and most development agenda goes through people like Kindiki. Secondly, we have said that Ruto has failed to defend his deputy from political attacks. When we see, on the other hand, during the Gen Z protests, the deputy president stood with Ruto and defended him from the accusations of the angry youth. But Ruto has done nothing to return the favor in good faith. So these are the ways through which William Ruto is currently betraying his deputy. And now let us flip the coin and look at the ways in which the deputy president is betraying William Ruto. So one of those ways is that the deputy president is portraying himself as the deputy president of one region as opposed to being the deputy president of the entire country. So he presents himself as a Mau Mau leader, as the Kikuyu leader, not and forgetting the fact that Kenya is bigger than just one ethnic group. We do not deny the fact that Gachagua is the son of the mountain, but we also emphasize on the need for him as the deputy president of the country to take the role of the deputy president and embrace all the communities in Kenya. In fact, members of parliament and other legislatures are going to put the impeachment motion next week because of this reason. So the deputy president has betrayed William Ruto by portraying himself as a leader of certain shareholders in government, and that type of politics creates hatred and tension because communities which are marginalized and have no representation in government, people like the Turkana, they feel so like left out when we have a political leader focusing only on the interests of one tribe. We have to understand that the resources of the country are very, very scarce, and focusing on one community over other communities only leads to greater disadvantages to the community that does not have their man in power. So this is one of the areas where Gachagua has betrayed William Ruto. Secondly, we have Gachagua focusing himself on becoming the Kikuyu kingpin as opposed to running matters of state. William Ruto feels that Gachagua is increasingly getting dissociated from him and focusing on early campaigns and political building himself up as he prepares to succeed President William Ruto. So this is one other way in which the deputy president is betraying the president. As we have seen, both leaders in one way or the other have betrayed each other. So no one is actually very, very clean. So there is only one solution. Due to the fact that we have reciprocal betrayal on the table, the solution here is for both leaders to accept their mistakes, seek forgiveness from each other, and move the country forward. Because truth be said, war and tribal conflicts will never take Kenya to Vision 2030. Given the fact that these are the leaders who are going to play key roles, especially towards Vision 2030, then it is very important that they come above their political biases and personal egos and work for the better good of the people of Kenya. Thank you for watching this video. Like, share, and subscribe.